Hello and welcome to Leadership Wednesday. Today is a very special edition because we are unboxing my chapter in the great book Creating Innovative Spaces. That is a contribution what I had into this book under the editorship of Philipp Blackman, Volker Nestle and Patrick Launer. I'm very thankful for this opportunity and I want to share with you my topic or my chapter, the role of a leader, transformational efforts in innovation and change. And that's of course a very complex subject. What I did is I focused on the innovation, what leadership can do in order to improve sales and to improve the company into the future in terms of innovation. What can you do as a medium-sized company? What can you do as a leader in order to improve and go forward? Jeff Welch has said once, if the rate of change on the outside exceeds the rate of change on the inside, the end is near. So change and innovation is some kind part of daily life and should be the aim of every company and every company leader. And when we talked about changes in the past, we mainly focused on the value chain. And the value chain, as you know, that's an idea what Michael Porter was very predominant on. And he talked about the primary activities such as logistics, operation, marketing and sales and service, and then the support activities, for example, HR, technology development and procurement. And in the end, if the company was lucky, there was a very small or maybe even bigger profit. And all the innovation looked into what can we do in the production, how can we get more out from our sales and marketing department, what can we do in order to improve, for example, the procurement. So it was a very statical job and you always tried to screw and to get something more out of existing operations. And in recent years, this has processed and developed further, and there was a predominant guy, Mr. Davar, and he innovated a model where he separated the activities of a company in the upstream and the downstream. The upstream was the traditional production facilities, the sourcing, supply chains, R&D. That is the area, what can we make or sell? The traditional approach about what can we produce here and where's the market to sell it. And the new idea what he had was to do some development on the downstream activities. What else can we do from our customer? So the perspective changed from the inside out in the past towards the outside in. So sales distribution and the customer interaction became very predominant, and also to combine the products with service. See, for example, when you go to a platform on the internet like Amazon, you see a lot of the same products. Many products are the same. Some are a little bit better, some are not as good as the others, but it's very difficult for an individual to find out. And if this is true in the B2C environment, it's even worse in the B2B environment when you try to buy and to sell something into companies. And there's an idea to upgrade from a product manufacturer, the old way, to a producer adding service. So the next level is a service-oriented producer, then a product-oriented service provider, and in the end, a service-oriented solution provider. What does it mean? It means that you're combining the existing products together with some service and deliver to the customer a finished product. Yeah. So to take away the pain of the customer and to establish a closer customer-company relationship. That is the aim of every organization. The question is, how can you get such an innovative spirit, an innovation where you help the company to come to the next level? And there are many different ideas, and I share quite a few of them inside of my article. And the thing is, you cannot wait until the innovation comes to your company. You have to decide as leaders that you want to be service oriented, that you want to be customer focused and customer centric. And what I did is I used a model from Gallo and Luppick, and they described the different cultures in such a company. For example, if you are in a company which has an apathetic culture, which waits for orders from the top management to coming down, it's very unlikely that innovations coming up from the people who have the interaction with the customer. Yeah, so that means you have a more or less demoralized workforce and with not much interaction with the leaders and the top management. And that moves up in 5 stages until the company in an ideal stage have the feeling, okay, my contribution values, I am heard with what I do. I may be getting even a special project where I can put my ideas about customer service, about customer centricity to practice. And you will see in a lot of companies, the experience what you have is not so much with the product, but with an interaction of an employee. For example, when you fly an airline, the airplane, for example, an Airbus or a Boeing airplane is always the same. Some are a little bit nicer, some are a little bit cleaner, but more or less you're getting what you pay for, you're getting a seat, you're getting the place or the ability to fly from A to B. What makes a difference? The difference is made by people and interaction what you have. When the ground staff is friendly to you, when you get the seat what you want and ask for, when someone is giving you a free drink or maybe even 2, things like that making the difference. A smile, a polite thank you, welcome. Things like that, small things making a huge difference. So what can you do as a leader in order to getting this kind of transformation, leadership, this new idea of leadership into the organization? Number 1, you have to evaluate where you stand first. There are different systems, like for example, a 360-degree feedback, what you can do. You can make small groups of people, assigning them tasks and allow them to be creative. You can encourage your leader and the people inside of your organization to share success stories where they have been innovative, where they have convinced customers to buy or to stay closer to the company. And you should make, if you have the possibility, the reward, the appraisal, the money of the salary connected to the customer satisfaction. So I hope this was a quick introduction into my book chapter. If you like and if you would like to buy it, I put a link to the website in Springer and Amazon down below in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good day.